Hello students, welcome back to another session, and in this session I am going to discuss about supernode analysis. So in previous session I have discussed about nodal analysis. Now I am going to discuss about supernode analysis. So the difference between a node analysis and supernode analysis can be found by a voltage source in between two junctions or in between two nodes. So let us solve a numerical. So this is the numerical given in December 2017, and in this question it is being asked us to find the value of current I. Okay, so here we have to find the value of current I. So for example, if you look at the circuit, you can see that between nodes A and B there is a voltage source given. So if it is a resistor, we would have used a normal nodal analysis and find out the values of voltages across this junction, and we would have found the value of current in that particular resistor. But as you can see that there is a voltage source of 12 volts between node A and junction B. So this can't be solved using normal node analysis. We have to use here super node method. Okay, we have to use a super node method. So as in super mesh, we have seen it for a current source. Now it will be quite opposite, that is here in between two nodes we will be finding a voltage source. Okay, so how to write the equation? As we have done it for the super mesh analysis, that is by ignoring the that particular current source, and we are combinedly writing the equations of loop 1 and 3 in that problem. So here we are going to write the equations for nodes 1A and B combiningly and taking this as another equation. So as there are two nodes, we will be obviously getting two values of voltages or two equations we have to solve. So considering considering at node A, so let this be VA and node B, let be BB. Okay, so the current always flow out of the junction. Okay, always flow out of the junction. So here it is I1, it is I2, and for this path, as it is a voltage source, we can't find the current flowing in that particular path. So first we have to just ignore this and we'll be writing the equation for the other parts like I3 and I4. Okay, so as there is a voltage source between node A and B, we have to use super node method. We have to use super node method. So how to write the equation? Combining at junctions A and B. At junctions A and B, we are going to write the equation. That is I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 is equals to 0. So now what is I1? I1 is nothing but, as here it is giving a current source and the direction of what we are assuming and the direction of the given current source is opposite. So we have to take it as minus 1.5 plus what is I2? I2 is nothing but VA minus 0 divided by 6. So it is VA minus 0 divided by 6 plus, we are just ignoring this path of the current as the voltage source is there. So we are jumping from node A to node B, that is junction A to junction B. So for B, what is I3? I3 is nothing but 3.5 and the direction is same. So it is 3.5 plus what is I4? I4 is nothing but VB minus 0 by 3. So VB minus 0 by 3 is equals to 0. So just solve this equation. It is nothing but 1 by 6 VA plus 1 by 3 VB is equals to, just solve it, it is nothing but minus 2. So this is equation 1. Now as there is a supernode, so according to supernode, VA minus VA minus VB is equals to VA minus VB is equals to minus 12 as according to the value given. So this is our second equation. So solving 1 and 2 equations, will be getting VA as minus 12 volts and VB as 0 volts. Okay, VA has 12 volts and VB as 0 volts. So here we have to observe few things for the given circuit. So as VA is minus 12 volts and VB is 0 volts, that is whatever the voltage here is nothing but 0. That means this point is now connected to ground. Okay, this point is now connected to ground. That means whatever the current is there, that 3.5 is not flowing in this 3 ohm, but it is flowing into this part of the circuit, as 0 minus 0 by 3 will be equal to 0, right? So what is this? Is I1, this is I2, this is I3, and this is I4. Now what is I4? I4 is nothing but VB minus 0 by 3. As VB is 0, 0 minus 0 by 3 will be 0 amps. That means it is a short here. This is a short circuit. That means the total current what it is flowing is nothing but into this point. So this 3.5 amperes is now flowing to this point. Okay, so at this junction you can see that there is a division of current in 6 and this is 1.5. So the current in 6 ohms is equals to 3.5 minus 1.5, which is nothing but 2 amperes. So here the current which is flowing is 2 amperes. So the value of the current which is leaving this junction will be nothing but I. That is nothing but it is 1.5 plus 2, but in opposite direction. So it is nothing but minus 3.5 ampere. That means the current direction given in the question is opposite to the direction of current which is actually flowing. So here this point which we have to remember is this one. So as VB is 0, so the circuit will become nothing but like this. This is 1.5 amperes. This is 6 ohms. Okay, this is 6 ohms. And this is minus plus 12 volts. And there is a current which is flowing, it is 3.5 amperes. So this is the current which is flowing at this junction. So as this junction is dividing into two current, so this 3.5 is now getting divided into two parts. This is 1.5 ampere. So the left out current is 2 amperes. So again at this point there is a addition of current which is coming to the junction, that is nothing but again 1.5 ampere plus 2 ampere. So combiningly it will be 3.5 ampere. But the question we have been asked is the direction of I. So this the direction of I is the opposite to the actual flow of current. So value of I is nothing but minus 3.5 amperes. Minus 3.5 ampere.